Hello students, we are going to discuss tautology. So maybe that this word may be very different in front of you, that what is tautology, but I'm sure that you will be very satisfied and you'll be very informative after knowing this, and and it is very useful. Why I am saying that, like because of when you are going to study set theory, then you see that such things, such different things that which attracts you, which uh, which tells you very differently the things, and so you need to understand those things, because without knowing those sentences, those things in set theory, you cannot do anything after that, and you know that, because of if you don't know about set theory, the language of set theory, so you can't understand relations, functions, and modern algebra and all that. So it is very required that you will have the knowledge of set theory, and to understand set theory you will have such knowledge about tautology. So what is tautology? Before knowing this, actually we express our ideas in front of any people uh, with the help of sentences, and those sentences sometimes true, sometimes false, and sometimes you cannot judge that sentence is whether it is true or false. Like if I tell you that New Delhi is the capital of India, right? So you know that very correctly, you know that this is true statement, true sentences. I mean, you can judge these sentences whether it is true or false. Okay, so you know that New Delhi is the capital of India, so it is true. If you say that it is greater than 12, right? And here you can judge that very correctly, you can judge that this sentence is false. Okay, it is greater than 12, it is false sentences, false sentences, so you can judge this. Okay, so these are the sentences, you can judge that whether it is true or false. Okay, but if I put some sentences like how are you, right? How are you? So can you recognize that? Can you judge that this sentence is true or false? How are you? Absolutely you cannot judge. I mean, we are just asking that how are you. So this sentence cannot be judged whether it is true or false. If you take next sentences like that, the liar says, the liar says I always tell a lie. Listen very carefully. The person who lies itself saying that I'll always tell a lie, that मैं कभी झूठ नहीं बोलता हूँ. एक झूठ बोलने वाला आदमी कह रहा है कि मैं कभी झूठ नहीं बोलता हूँ, तो इस झूठ वाले व्यक्ति पे भी कैसे विश्वास किया जा सकता है? How can you depend that the person is saying, the person who is liar itself is saying that I always tell a lie. So here you cannot judge that whether this sentence is true or false. So the sentences which can be judged whether it is true or false, that is a statement. So these both are statements. These both are a statement. because if you can judge that whether it is true or false. And these two sentences you cannot judge whether it is true or false. So this is only sentences. This is only sentences. Okay. And in mathematics, we study about the sentences which is either true or false. Means we discuss in mathematics about the statements. Okay, maybe that is true or maybe that is false, but it is possible to recognize the sentence, the statements. I mean, if I'm saying that statement word, if you are using a statement word, then it means that that is true, or either that is true or false. Okay, you have listened that through media channels that the person, that particular person said this statement that is very ridiculous. So you can judge that that sentence is either true or false. Okay, and after some time, after sometimes you uh, listen through media that the person who given this who gave I mean who have given this statement says that I'm saying I mean to say these things. So that person have to clarify the sentence, than their statements. Okay, so here in mathematics we already discuss about statements. Okay, okay, but in tautology, this is the branch of mathematics. In tautology, we only discuss about true statement. We don't discuss about false statement. We only discuss about true statement. Got it? So before going to a study about true statements, we'll have to understand some notations, some symbols which is used to study tautology. Okay, so there are some sentences, some symbols, some symbols. Okay, there is word useful notations. First one is universal quantifier. Okay, this is universal quantifier. Okay, and it means for all. It is read as for all. Suppose that if you want to say that for all real number x square is greater than or equal to 0. So in the place of for all you can use this symbol. Okay, for all real number x square is greater than or equal to 0. It means that this is the symbol which can be used in the place of for all. In the place of these two words for all, you can use this symbol. Okay, and for all, that's why because of that it is also known as universal quantifier. Okay, we have the next symbol, existential quantifier. Okay, we have the next symbol, existential quantifier. Existential quantifier. Okay, there is a symbol for that. This is existential quantifier. Suppose we want to say that there exists an arbitrary element epsilon. Okay, so you can also write here, there exists an arbitrary element epsilon. So basically this symbol read as there exists. What is it? What it means? There exists. There exists. That's why it is said that existential quantifier. There exists. That's why it is called also existential quantifier. Okay, and we have the next symbol, the third one, such that. For this group of words, the symbol which is used is ST or this symbol or this symbol. Okay, so these three symbols are used in the place of such that. Okay, if we want to write like that, let A and B are integers such that A is greater than B. So what we can write here? Let A and B are integers such that A is greater than B. We can also write here such that A is greater than B. We can also write here such that A is greater than B in the place of such that. Okay, so these are the three symbols which is used for the certain words. Okay, and now we are going to some certain symbols which connects two sentences. Okay, here is like that. When two sentences are disjoined, two sentences are joined, when two, not sentences, we are discussing about statements. When two statements are joined by the word and then when the two statements are joined by the word and then the compound statement, then the compound statement then the compound statement is known as conjunction. Okay, and here this symbol is used for the word and. Okay, and the compound statement, that is, let P and Q are statements, and here this, which is read as P and Q. Okay, so now here we have to discuss if P and Q, P is true, Q is true, then what will happen about the compound statement P and Q? Okay, if P is true and Q is false, then what will be the compound statement P and Q? If P and Q both are false, then what will about the compound statement P and Q? Okay, so here we will discuss that here suppose that if there are a group of two people, okay, group of two people, okay, like first one is very true person, or we can say that first one is very good in mathematics, in numbers, in calculation, and other one is also true, other one is also good in mathematics, that is, who is true in mathematics, good in mathematics. So the calculation will be definitely true. But if one of them are false, I mean, who doesn't know the mathematics, whether first one is true and second one is false, okay, first one is false and second one is true, and the other one is also false. So what would be the result? Suppose that you have decided to calculate some of the datas by one person and some of the data by other person. If both are good in mathematics, then the calculation will be good. If one of them are bad in mathematics, then the overall calculation will be absolutely false, wrong. And if both are very big in mathematics, so the calculation absolutely will be false. Okay, here is the same point here. P and Q is true, P and Q is true, if both P and Q are true. P and Q is false if P or Q or both are false. Okay, so these are the consequences about AND. Okay, now let's talk about the two statement which is joined by OR. Which is joined by OR. Then this is known as disjunction. Okay, and this symbol is used for disjunction for the word OR. Okay, and here we have to discuss, we are going to discuss about that. Note here, if actually here are the different conditions that if there are the team of two member, okay, and there is such type of problem, and you'll have to suppose that you are one of them, and you have to decide, you have to take the decision to, you both have to take a decision, and suppose that if both are true on the, if both are on the true track, then absolutely the decision will be true. The decision will be true. Okay, I forget to change this symbol also. If as we are discussing that if you both are, you and your friends are going to take a decision, and if you both are on the right track, then absolutely the decision will be right. Okay, if one of them are on the wrong path, wrong track, then there will be such contradictions, such discussions about during taking decisions, because of you both will have the different ideas about the decision. So what will be the conclusion, what will be the complete decision about, and you both will give your logical points that why this decision should be taken, and the other will also give their statements, their logics, that why this decision should be taken. So at lastly the person who is wrong will have to compromise with his decisions, because he is at lastly wrong. That's why he will have to compromise with the decision that okay, at lastly I am wrong, so I back to the point, I take my points back to the uh, garbage and all that in my mind and all that. Okay, so absolutely will be true. But if both are on the false track, if both are false, then the decision will be absolutely false. Okay, so P or Q is true if one of them are true or both are true. Okay, P or Q is true if P or Q or both are true. P or Q is false if both are false. If both P and Q are false. So this is the meaning of this symbol, that is disjunction. Okay. Now we are going to discuss another symbol implies that. Okay. That is very famous symbol, and by mistake the students of 10th class also, by the the students which is in school mathematics, they use that symbol by mistake, but that symbol is very different meaning there. Okay, this symbol is like this. You have seen the students who is studying in near 10, under the 10, and maybe that you have also used these sentences because it looks very good, and during writing the equations or during solving the equations, you write in the left side in the place of or this symbol because it looks good like that. Okay, because this symbol didn't go any beauty parlor, but I don't know why the student use these symbols, but it has a certain meaning. Okay, this symbols means read as implies that. Okay, if the truth of the statement implies that of Q, then we write P implies Q and read as P implies Q. For example, x equals to 4 implies that x square equals to 16. If you do a square on both sides, then you will get that x square equals to 16. So here you can say that this statement implies this statement. Okay, the converse may be not true, because if you do the square root on both sides, then definitely you will get x equal to 4 is not possible. Why? Because if you do the square root of 16, then you will get plus 4 and minus 4. That's why definitely you will get 4. It's not true. Okay, so the truth of the statement implies that of Q, then we say that P implies Q, and this is the one-way implications. Okay, that's why it is also said that says that one-way implications. One-way implications. Of course, you are thinking very right, because you have seen that both way implications also. Okay, and we are going to discuss the that things also, both way implications also. Implies and implied by. Here, if the truth of the statement if the truth of the statement implies that of Q and the truth of Q implies that of P, then we write P implies and implied by Q. What we read as P implies and implied by Q. Okay. For example, x plus 4 equals to x plus 4 equals to 3 implies and implied by x plus 9 equals to 8. Here we add 5 to both sides, then we get this result, x plus 9 equals to 8. And here if we subtract 5 from both sides, then we will get this statement. So these are two statements. Okay, this statement implies this statement and this statement implies this statement. So you can say that the truth of the statement P implies the truth of the statement Q, and the truth of the statement Q implies the truth of the statement P. That's why this symbol has used implies and implied by. What we will read that x plus 4 equals to 3 implies and implied by x plus 9 equals to 8. Okay, so these are the things, and that's why this symbol is called read as both way implications. This is both way implications. In 12th standard you also have used conversible reactions. Okay, this is before this we have studied that implies that is non-conversible reaction, and this symbol is used in chemistry as conversible reactions. Okay, now after that there is last but not the least, there is the next symbol, negation of the statement. As you are aware that what I am telling, negation of the statement it is symbolized by this or this. what is mean? What does it mean? If P is a statement P is a statement such that x is 3, then this is a statement, this is means negation of P is a statement such that x is not 3. You can say about truthness also. If P is a true statement, then negation P is a false statement. Here x is 3, x is not 3. Okay, if P is a statement which is true, then if P is a statement x is 3, then simply we can say that if P is a statement x is 3, then negation P x is not 3. Okay, if x is true, x is not true means x is false. So if the statement is true, then the negation is false. So we can write here, if P is true, then negation P is false. But if P is false, then negation P is true. Okay, so these were the symbols, the notations which is used to study tautology. And under tautology chapters we will discuss some rules, some laws which will be very useful for the set theory. So please, I hope you understand these things what I have discussed with you. And you can also ask question in the comment box what you feel about the lecture, and if you have any doubt about this, then you can also message us in the comment box. And thank you for watching these videos. We will meet in the next lecture of this topic. So thank you for watching this.